How do you respond to mean comments, Amy? With love! That's what you gotta do. Well, the reason why people leave mean comments is because they're typically mean-spirited. That's not always the case. Maybe you offended them due to your supposed ignorance. Oh, I know I'm ignorant. I can't possibly know everybody's trauma. It's kind of ridiculous that somebody would assume that I should. But I can only speak about things that I've seen, things that I have paid attention to over the years. And I'll say, a long time ago, I used to be extremely victim-oriented, okay? I thought of myself as a victim, and this caused me to project that feeling and say I was more into the news than I was, because I've never really been much to pay attention to stuff that's going on in the world, because the stuff that they tell us is typically false. It's typically fabricated quite a bit in order to achieve a particular goal, that goal being to brainwash the masses into going along with a particular narrative that helps the elite. But anyway, there have been a few stories, though, that I have paid attention to, and they made me angry, they made me upset. Looking back on that shit, I realized that that was all a load of bullshit. But I'll say that the reason why I fell for that was because of my victim mentality. And when you think of yourself that way, it's really, really easy to see other people in that same boat. Whether they are actually in that boat or not. What's that guy with the funny name? You know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to name his name because his name is that fucking stupid that I don't want to repeat it. But people fell for that story because of the identity politics in this country that has run this country into the ground, along with materialism. Okay? People fall for stupid bullshit like that because they're so inclined to see certain people as victims. And you know, like I said, I really pity people like this because they have no idea what they're missing out on. You know? Because when you're seeing life through that lens, it really corrodes your thinking and you're not able to appreciate anything. I mean, just think about how much of a miserable sack of shit Karl Marx was. Why do you think he was a raging alcoholic? Why do you think he didn't take care of his wife and his kids? But he called this not being able to fully understand your victim mentality, right? He called this false consciousness. Now, I will say that false consciousness probably exists when it comes to other things, so maybe he was correct in his terminology. But if you see yourself as a victim, you're automatically going to put yourself in situations that keep leading you down the same path. That's why you have to visualize success. That's why you have to visualize something better. This was very hard for me. I know I probably sound like a bitch because I make it sound real easy. But, you know, I started this YouTube thing 5 years ago, and I was definitely in that victim mentality to a certain extent. And it really was comedy that got me out of it, because it was comedy that caused me to look at things differently. And my political beliefs changed drastically. And shortly after that happened, I started to notice that, hey, I'm talking to my dad again.